It was really an odd feeling. You know, we still had some fighters fighting during the pandemic, and you had the bubble and everything like that, but this is our first show back, our first Hollywood show back here in LA. We moved it now to the Montebello Country Club here at the Quiet Cannon, and we're just excited to be back. You know, it's boxing needs these type of shows to build the future stars. We have a new deal with UFC Fight Pass and Roy Jones Jr. Promotions, and so we're excited about working with the new partners. This will be our first Pro-Am show, our first amateur fight on the shows, and we're excited to have Chantel Navarro. She's in a very tough fight, but Chantel just signed a deal with Nike, and she has a lot of expectations on her. She's a 6-time national U.S. amateur champion, the WBC amateur champion, and so she has a lot of pressure on her shoulders to perform. She has a lot of people coming out. Both girls actually have a lot of support coming out, and we're excited to have that fight on the show.
What made you think, okay, you know, during the pandemic, okay, now it's time for us to come back? What made you take that move?
Everything came together. I was talking to, you know, first when everything was shut down, it just didn't make sense to do anything with the bubble. So as soon as I started talking to Roy Jones Jr. Promotions, and then we were able to work out the deal to have it on Fight Pass, and we worked out the deal. Now it's a bigger home here at the Quiet Canyon, and it's on Mexican Independence Day on September 16th, so we couldn't have picked a better day. El Flaco returns, Serhii Bohachuck, and so many great matchups on this show that it was the right timing, and it's going to be a sold-out show, and we're excited to be back.
I was just about to say that it's sold out.
Yeah.
I mean, your first show is sold out. Tell us, I know you said Bohachuck is on there, but tell us a little bit about the card and why people should watch tomorrow on UFC Fight Pass.
Oh, there's some tremendous fights. You have first kicking off the telecast, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. It's going to be Chelsea Anderson versus Elvina White. 2 undefeated fighters, very competitive. Elvina trains here in LA. Chelsea Anderson is from the Oxnard area up north, and that's going to be a great fight. Then you have 2 more undefeated fighters. Adrian Corona, who's local here, has a lot of support from the unions, from the Teamsters, so he's going to have a lot of fans out here. He's 7-0. He's fighting Daniel Robles from Oxnard, California. So, and Daniel is 7-0 also. So you rarely see at that stage of their career 2 fighters willing to risk their undefeated records. So there's no padding of records on this show, and that's going to be a tremendous fight. After that, the third TV fight, we're going to feature Rafael Simonian. He's 9-1, fighting Adrian Taylor from Texas, who's 11-1. So 2 great records, 2 very competitive fighters, and that's going to be a barn burner with Simonian and Adrian Taylor. Then we have Ali Akhmedov, who's with Triple G Promotions. He's been training with Triple G. He's out in Santa Monica training at Churchill Boxing Club, and Ali's in tough. He's with David Zagara from. He's originally from Peru, but he's been training in Mexico City. And Zagara, they were supposed to fight on Teresa Tapia's show about a month ago or 6 weeks ago, and so that fight got rescheduled for this fight. Both guys are in tremendous shape, and that's going to be an exciting fight. And then the main event is the return of El Flaco. He hasn't fought here in LA for a long time. He was a huge hit in Merida, Mexico. That was on ESPN Knockout, and this will be his return here to LA. And he's fighting Rafael Igbokwe. And Rafael is 16-2, and Serhii is 19-1 with 18 knockouts. So it's a tremendous fight. And it's a tremendous show from top to bottom. Then we have Chantel leading things off, and Marco Deckman, who trains with Freddie Roach. Ruben Islas trains with Ben Lira. We had the photo at the weigh-in with all the trainers on the show, with Abel Sanchez, Manny Robles, Jonathan Banks, so many world-class trainers. Freddie Roach, naturally, Dwight Pratchett. You know, that the collection of fighters and trainers on this show is it's really some world-class talent.
What's next after this? Can we look forward to another date this year from you?
We're looking at potentially in December, but we don't want to announce anything before we get this one done. There was a lot of production here at the Quiet Canyon. We want to make sure it looks good on TV. Triple G's started his training, and he looks to fight towards the end of the year. Nothing's finalized there yet, but we're always excited when Triple G gets back in the ring. Yoka is supposed to fight towards the end of the year. Cecilia Brækhus, she's going to be at the show tomorrow night. There's going to be a lot of celebrities at the show, so Cecilia would be one of them. Sanisa Estrada is also supposed to be at the show. So we have big support from the female boxers to come see this show, and she's training also, and we're looking to get her in a comeback fight soon.
Awesome. So if people want to watch, what do? They download UFC Fight?
Yeah, it's download UFC Fight Pass. It's $9.99. It's for the entire month, so you get to watch this fight and the entire month of content on UFC Fight Pass. It'll also be on ESPN Knockout in Mexico and Latin America, which is going to be huge for the Hispanic fan base for this show. They were very excited about this lineup, and so we were able to work out the deal to be on ESPN Knockout as well as UFC Fight Pass. Thank you. We appreciate all your support. Appreciate the support of the WBC. And for tickets, there are going to be a few tickets that are still left, and then it'll go into the standing room tickets. But it's 360promotions.us. Just click on the ticket link, and then you'll see the seating chart there.